Hello, this is Mike of Near Enough Dice, and this is Kerbal Space Program. Well, I hope I've got enough time to do this. I am currently attempting to land here. There we go. And I've just finished fiddling and setting up things. Last episode I redid this docking so that these engines will actually be aligned properly and won't just burn the science deck, which is what the science station, which is what they had been doing up to that point. Which meant that I couldn't land properly. But it turns out that the amount of fiddling required took me very close to when I was going to have to do the actual burn. But we're okay now, so that's cool. We have seconds to spare. Time to do my introduction and everything. So hopefully this time this landing will go better than the last one. In that the last one we just horribly crashed. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go for it. All right. Now it should be about a minute for the vertical speed, the horizontal speed to go down. At which point I'm going to want to change to that controlling from there. I'm going to put my gears out. I'm going to do it now because that way I won't have to think about it later. So at that point I want to control from there, which is the actual control core of the sky crane, and do everything else from there. There's the mining station. We're not too far off. Horizontal speed still quite high. Let's change that to surface. So looks like we're going to overshoot a little bit. But that should be okay. I think I've got enough in the tanks of the sky crane to cope with a little bit of having to go back and fetch it. At least that is what I'm hoping. And that's assuming I have in fact set things up so that I can in fact land at all. Right, getting close. Ideally I want that to be 0, but I suspect what's going to happen instead is it's going to go to... Ugh. Right. So, control from here, turn that off, get rid of the maneuver entirely in fact. Stage again, so those engines are working. and hope this actually works. Okay, so I'm going 4 meters a second in some direction. Let's see if I can't use the RCS to fix that. Well, it would help if I knew which way I was going, so... Oh, that's doing what I want. I am now going to bash into my my bit there, so let's go a little bit this way then. Let's just get out the way. Let's go more this way. Right, what's my suicide burn distance? I'm fine there at the minute, so that's what I should be really taking care of. Oh, but that's going to reduce my speed, so I need to... Right, so I need to start... Okay, so I'm getting close to... Now I really need to start thinking about... yeah, let's go now. Right, so, an important thing, this is the F3, this is the thing that normally comes up once you've crashed and burned and died. So at the moment, the only events that it's seeing are liftoff and the separation, and that's good, because that means that these engines aren't burning my science thing, and that further means that I'm getting full thrust. And that should mean that I should in fact not die. Well, I'm not going to die anyway because there's actually no one on board this craft, so it doesn't really matter that much. Keep myself pointed as up as possible. This is feeling a lot better than last time. In fact, if anything, I think I've over... Well, maybe not. I'm feeling reasonably confident. Because I think last time I'd have already crashed. Under 30 meters a second. 600 meters to go. So if I get down to like 4-ish, I think I went. Looks like my safety margin was really rather high. So I'm just going to stop now. My safety margin, I think, was fine. I overdid my safety margin, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. So now I can leave that until the suicide burn is more like 100 meters. Just fiddling with the RCS to see if I can bring my retrograde marker closer to up, because that's killing my relative velocity to the ground. There's my shadow. Not looking too slopey. And lower ourselves gently. Oop, slightly less gently, in that I was going the wrong way. I'm going pretty much straight down. Oh no, big go. Oop. That went wrong. But not too wrong. Right. I'm going to call that a successful landing. Now in about 10 seconds I should get congratulations from that's not what I want. Right, build a new surface doing so I've landed it, so I just have the maintain stability thing, and then I should get that contract. My engines are off. There we go. So there we go. So 221, 900, so nearly 222,000 Kerbal bucks, which is pretty good. Some reputation, some science. Okay, but that is not all I want to do. I want to go for a hover. I think I need to switch to 0. I think I'm already on 0. Now I'm about, well, I'm 826 meters, but I do have a fair amount of delta V. I've got, have I turned off KR entirely? I seem to have done. I've got 2 minutes worth of thrust, which is not bad. Boop, 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 boop. Don't really need orbital. Let's go with surface. Pit hover. Oh, that's interesting. Can I go up? That's up is that way. I think something's gone wrong. That's aggravating. That was weird. What happened there? Because it's very clearly, I don't know why. Oh, great. I don't know why the RTS engines are running. Oh, there's those running. So if I take myself up, the other possibility is, I think I might know what I've done. No? The engines aren't running, and the engines should be running. And I don't know why they're not. I'm going to have to think about this. Oh well, never mind. Look, I've landed. That's great. My pit hover is suddenly not working in ways that make no sense to me. Just make sure I'm controlling from there, which is where I should be controlling from. But the engines weren't running. If I hit 9, the engines start running as soon as I hit 9, which means that the throttle is doing something. I'm going to have to work this out, but never mind, I landed, I don't care. I'll work that out later. So anyway, a successful landing, everything worked. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Find enough.dice at enough.dice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. And until next time, reach the stars.